Did you think the solar system moves like this? You are wrong. The true path of the solar system actually looks like this. You might say we were always taught the sun sits perfectly still in the center. Textbooks show that way just to explain orbits. They are not showing you the truth. The real sun never rests. It drags our entire system through the galaxy at 220 kilometers per second. Meanwhile, the Earth circles the sun while hurtling forward alongside it. Looking down from above the galaxy, you would see the Earth does not travel in flat circles. Instead, it traces a massive forward extending spiral. You think you are sitting completely still right now. You are wrong. You are currently sprinting through the universe. Let us count the layers of speed you are experiencing. First, the Earth rotates. At the equator, you are spinning at 465 meters per second. That is layer 1. Then the Earth orbits the Sun at 30 kilometers per second. That is layer 2. What does 30 kilometers per second mean? It is 90 times the speed of sound. 200 times faster than a jumbo jet. Layer 3. The Sun flies around the galactic center at 220 kilometers per second, dragging us along. You are bouncing on the solar system trampoline, charging ahead. Think that is all. Not quite. The Milky Way itself is moving, like a giant ship carrying 400 billion stars. It sails toward the Great Attractor at 600 kilometers per second. You sit at home scrolling through videos, but your total cosmic speed exceeds 600 kilometers per second. You feel motionless in bed, but you are piercing the universe at unimaginably insane speeds. Some might ask why they cannot feel this. Why do the stars in the sky never change their positions? Because the universe is impossibly vast. Everything around you moves together in perfect sync. You cannot perceive absolute speed. You can only feel relative speed. Like riding a bullet train traveling at 300 kilometers per hour. The relative speed between you and your seat is 0. You feel completely still. This is the grand cosmic illusion. The universe tricks you into feeling safe and motionless. So you do not live in constant terror. But today you have learned the truth. The movement of the solar system is far more chaotic than you ever imagined. The orbital plane of our 8 planets is neither parallel nor perpendicular to the Sun's path. Instead, it tilts at a steep angle of roughly 60 degrees. This means our planets sometimes block the Sun, sometimes chase it, and sometimes float above it. It is a highly chaotic 3-dimensional dance. Imagine speeding on a motorcycle. You throw a handful of stones outward. They spin in circles from your throw, while also racing forward with the bike, as wild as those tumbling stones seem. That is exactly how chaotic our planetary orbits are. This very chaos keeps us alive. If the planets politely moved on a single flat plane, gravitational waves would constantly hurl deadly comets and asteroids deep into the inner solar system. Earth would have been battered into ruins long ago. This steep tilt and wild motion create a natural gravity shield. It flings most dangerous ice chunks far away from us. We owe our existence to this chaos. Is this madness not a brilliant cosmic design? The Sun has carried us for billions of years. Where is it heading? It has a final destination. It revolves around a colossal black hole at the galactic center known as Sagittarius, a star. This supermassive black hole equals 4 million suns. One full galactic orbit takes us 250 million years. The last time we were in this exact spot, dinosaurs were just emerging. All continents were mashed together into Pangea. But our Milky Way has its own destination too. In roughly 4 billion years, our galaxy will smash directly into the Andromeda galaxy. Both galaxies are charging at each other at 110 kilometers per second. Do not panic. This collision will not trigger a massive explosion. They will pierce, shred, and eventually merge together. Individual stars will almost never collide because the universe is impossibly empty and vast. However, intense gravity will violently churn the spiral arms of both galaxies into a messy soup. Our solar system might be slingshotted somewhere entirely new, farther away, or pushed much closer. Earth might be ejected entirely from the galactic plane to drift alone in intergalactic space. We could become a lonely planet devoid of starlight. The glowing silver band would vanish forever, replaced by the distant wreckage of a massive merging galaxy. That is exactly where we are heading. A cosmic car crash lasting billions of years. Look up at the sky now, feels different, right? You will never again view those stars as fixed and peaceful objects. You know you are rushing forward at 600 kilometers every single second. You know the whole solar system is charging ahead with reckless absolute abandon. You know the path of the Earth traces a beautiful, relentless spiral. At the end of this spiral lies a spectacular cosmic collision, but you are incredibly lucky. Be glad you were not born 5 billion years later, because then the Sun will swallow the Earth. By then the galactic collision will be completely over, merged into one giant boring elliptical galaxy. New stars will stop forming, the night sky will lose its brilliant sparkling lights. Be grateful you do not live near the edge of the observable universe, galaxies there are tragically sparse. You were also not born during the first 100 million years after the Big Bang. Back then the entire universe was completely pitch black, no stars existed to shine. You were born right here on Earth, in the remote quiet suburbs of the solar system. You were born on this insanely wild spiraling forward trajectory. You are riding the fastest spaceship humanity has ever known, rushing at 600 kilometers per second into an unnamed cosmic abyss. You are never sitting still, you are the wildest traveler in the entire universe.